Hello everyone, my name is Jonno. Welcome to my online drum lessons, and today what I'm going to run you through is the basics of a drum kit, what everything is called, and what they all sound like. So thanks for joining me for this video, and I hope you enjoy this. Today we're going to go through the basics of the drum kit. We're going to keep things very, very simple, and we're just going to rattle through stuff at a very leisurely pace so no one is overwhelmed with stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the names of the drums themselves. So what we have on the floor here is a bass drum. What we have here is a snare drum. The snare drum can operate either turned on or turned off. We'll go through that in another video, so don't worry about it for now. We've got the snare drum here, we've got the high tom here, we've got the mid tom that follows, and then we've got the floor tom as well. And the cymbal setup that we have is a hi-hat right to my left here. That can be open or closed with a different clutch. Again, we will go through that in a different video because I don't want to overwhelm y'all with loads of information. Then we have a 16-inch crash at the top here. We have an 18-inch crash to the right, and then we have a ride cymbal down here. And what I'll do now is I'll just go around the drum kit and I'll demonstrate the different sounds of everything and what that does, so you've got a good idea for it. What we are also using is 5A drumsticks here. They're some Kasha, they're very well used. Kasha maple drumsticks 5A. 5A is a standard size for any beginner really. So, right, we'll dive straight in and we'll make some sounds on the drum kit. So the first sound we're going to demonstrate is the kick drum. Couple of beats on the kick drum there, slight rattle from the snare, but that's pretty normal. And then we'll move on to the snare drum now. And this is a snare drum with the snare wire switched on, fully tuned up, sounding mean. So we got. Next we'll move on to the high tom. We're going to move now onto the mid tom. And finally, we'll finish with the floor tom. That's the basics of the drums themselves. Now we'll give a bit of sound to the cymbals. So we'll start with the hi-hat over here, and we'll do that with the clutch closed down so it's nice and tight sounding. Again, don't worry about the clutch for now, we'll go into that in another video. So hi-hat closed, and we'll move on to crash on the left here, the 16-inch crash. Now we'll go to the 18-inch crash over here. And then we'll finally finish with the ride. For a bit of spice, we'll finish with the bell on the ride as well. There you have it. That is a basic overview of what every drum is called and the sounds that it makes. So thanks for joining me on this one. I'm happy to be on this adventure with you guys. Thank you for investing in me and your future of music provided by me, of all people. Seriously, thank you for joining me and thanks for the support. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, come back into next lesson. We'll be doing a little more beats and a little more fluency of piecing together some simple beats. So yeah, see you around.